Power of positive thinking. Positive thinking is a mental and emotional attitude that focuses on the good side of life and expects positive results. A positive person anticipates happiness, health, and success, and thinks that she can overcome all obstacles and difficulties. Positive thinking is not a concept that everyone accepts and follows. Some consider it nonsense and make fun of the people who follow it. However, there is an ever increasing number of people who accept positive thinking as a fact and believe in its effectiveness. It seems that positive thinking is gaining popularity as evidenced by the many books, lectures, and courses on this subject. To use it in your life, you do not just need to be aware of its existence. You must adopt the attitude of positive thinking in everything you do. Many of you are wondering how it is possible to make every moment of life wonderful. Of course, there's no magic formula, but mastering the art of positive thinking can help you achieve this goal. Whatever we do, we will always have to face events that occur before us against our will. However, that does not mean that we deserve these events or that they happen to us because we are fundamentally about. How does positive thinking work? You just have to overcome these events so that you can grow as a person and become emotionally stronger. If you apply this method, you will certainly know better days. By having positive thoughts, you reduce the risk of having to deal with negative events. In fact, positive thinking is a very powerful weapon, and many people do not know about it. If you manage to master it, you will be surprised at the results. To get there, every time a negative event comes your way, you must try to find a solution quickly and see the positive side of things. This way, you will gain in self esteem and self confidence because you will have managed to get by on your own. You will consider yourself as a strong, active person and able to overcome any kind of obstacle. In fact, positivity calls for positivity. One of the ways to master the power of positive thinking is altruism. In fact, if we listen to our loved ones when they need to confide in us and try to help them solve their problems, then we will feel more in harmony with ourselves. We will gain a lot of self esteem thanks to this altruism that will make us a better person. If you help a friend, he or she will certainly do the same when you are in need of support. In the end, everyone wins. If, on the contrary, we cultivate negative thought, then it will only have the effect of attracting even more negativity. There is no point in laying in bed and mourning and falling into self compassion at the slightest annoyance. The following story perfectly illustrates the power of positive thinking. Frank was a candidate for a new job, but he did not believe he was going to get it because his self esteem was low and he considered himself unsuccessful and unworthy. He had a negative attitude towards himself and therefore felt that the other candidates were better and more qualified than him. Frank's mind was filled with negative thoughts and fears about his job all week before the job interview. In fact, he anticipated his failure. On the day of the interview, he woke up late and discovered with horror that the shirt he was considering wearing was dirty and that the other needed to be ironed. As it was already too late, he left wearing a crumpled shirt and without having breakfast. During the interview, he was tense, negative, angry, and hungry, worried about this shirt. All this distracted his mind, and it was difficult for him to focus on the interview. His general behavior made a bad impression, and as a result, he materialized his fear and did not get the job. On the other hand, Craig was a candidate for the same job as well, but he addressed the issue in a different way. He was sure he was going to get this job. In the week leading up to the interview, he often visualized himself making a good impression and getting the coveted position. In the evening before the interview, he prepared the clothes he was going to wear and went to sleep a little earlier. On the day of the interview, he woke up earlier than usual and had enough time to have breakfast, then get to the interview before the scheduled time. Craig made a good impression and got the job. What do we learn from these two stories? Was there magic? No. Everything happened in a natural way. Positive thinking is a way of life. With a positive attitude, we experience pleasant and happy feelings. It brings radiance to the eyes, more energy and happiness. All our being diffuses goodwill, happiness, and success. Even our health is affected in a beneficial way. We walk head high, our voice is more powerful, and our body language shows how we feel. We affect and are affected by the people we meet. This occurs instinctively and subconsciously through words, thoughts, and feelings, and through body language. It's not surprising that most of us want to be surrounded by positive people and prefer to avoid those who are negative. People are more willing to help us if we are positive, and they do not like and avoid anyone who gives off something negative. The power of positive thinking shines on others in some way, while negative thoughts, words, and attitudes create negative and unhappy feelings, moods, and behaviors. When the mind is negative, the poison spreads throughout the body, causing even more misery and negativity. This is the road to failure, frustration, and disappointment. Guidance and tips for positive thinking. To turn the mind to the positive, working within yourself is necessary, as attitudes and thoughts do not change overnight. Read about it, think about its benefits, and persuade yourself to try. Your thinking has a great power that always shapes your life. This process usually occurs unconsciously, but it is possible to make this process conscious. Even if the idea seems strange to you, try. You have nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. Consider the following tips. Do not consider what other people say or think about you. If they discover that you are changing your thinking, use your imagination to visualize only favorable and beneficial situations. Use positive words in your inner dialogues or when speaking with other people. Smile a bit more, as it helps to think positively. Once a negative thought enters your mind, you must be aware of it and must try to replace it with constructive thinking. If negative thinking comes back again, replace it with positive again. It's like there are two pictures in front of you, and you have to choose to look at one of them and ignore the other one. Persistence will eventually teach your mind to think positively and ignore negative thoughts. If you experience inner resistance and difficulties in replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts, do not let go, but keep looking for only the beneficial, good, and happy thoughts in your mind. No matter what your situation is right now, a positive attitude expects results in a favorable situation, and circumstances change accordingly. So if you persevere, you will transform the way your mind thinks. It may take some time for the changes to take place, but eventually you will get there. Another useful technique is the repetition of affirmations. This technique is similar to creative visualization and can be used at the same time as the latter to increase the power of positive thinking. I'll leave you with this quote from Roy Bennett, which sums up this video very well. Don't let the expectations and opinions of other people affect your decisions. It's your life, not theirs. Do what matters most to you. Do what makes you feel alive and happy. Don't let the expectations and ideas of others limit who you are. If you let others tell you who you are living their reality, not yours. There is more to life than pleasing people. There is much more to life than following others. Prescribe, pat. There is so much more to life than what you experience right now. You need to decide who you are for yourself. Become a whole being. This is it for me today. I hope you found something positive watching this video. And if you did, then follow and share our messages. Uh, Here at Inspire Me, we're happy to have you with us. We appreciate your support and continue to support this movement for positivity. Get inspired, change your life. See you very soon.